No one who watches Australian politics and who is still alive has seen this before. The concept that two parties who are unable to govern their relationship with each other in any sort of adult way could be credibly considered to govern an entire nation just beggars belief.
Once again, the coalition has proved it cannot take advantage of any gift it is given. Today in question time, the first official question time of the 2026 sittings, was always going to be a nightmare, with the divided Nationals and Liberals, a complete confusion of who sat where and who got a question, a limited questions because of the breaking up of the coalition, and yet there was a huge advantage. Everyone knew that at 2:30 interest rates were going to go up and Jim Chalmers would be called upon to defend his economic policies, even as the Reserve Bank warned there would be more inflation to come and the probability of more interest rate rises. And yet the coalition couldn't land a real blow. There was a lack of strategy, obviously no cooperation between the Nationals and the Liberals as they continue their war and try and reunify. But it was worse than that, because in the desperation, Susan Lee, as Liberal leader of the opposition, went too far. At one stage, she even went so far as to seek indulgence from the Speaker to, normally one agrees with the Minister, particularly on the issue of domestic violence. Instead, she became sarcastic about it, upset Tanya Plibersek, and more so, she upset the Speaker. The Speaker, who is so important now in such a reduced opposition, that his role is very important for the coalition.
I reminded the Leader of the Opposition not to abuse the issue of indulgence, and it was crystal clear in my explanation before. She's clearly ignoring my rulings now and my advice. It's completely disrespectful to me, but it's disrespectful to the House.
This was a very clear message, very pointed message from the Speaker, saying she had overstepped the mark. And that was only in the question time. We then went on further to where the Nationals and the Liberals were both asking questions about the economy, sometimes the same question, a lack of coordination obvious. But then Susan Lee asked a question about the role of the Treasury Secretary in the raising of interest rates.
Prime Minister, what does it say about Labor's economic incompetence when its own Treasury Secretary is voting to lift rates?
This was a huge own goal. For a start, the Treasury Secretary is there as a representative of the Treasury, not the Treasurer. And the Treasury Secretary has been at the Reserve Bank board meetings for years, including under the Morrison government in which Susan Lee served. These were complete mishits. Anthony Albanese, Jim Chalmers, Mark Butler, they were all able to take advantage of this. The coalition and its ructions became a joke. And as a result, there was no impact in this first gifted question for the coalition in 2026.